welcome back to Baked with Bananas, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cozy pumpkin coffee cake. It's perfectly spiced and topped with a delicious crumb topping and drizzled with a vanilla glaze. So let's get started. I have a 3/4 cup of melted butter, and you're going to make sure it's not too hot, otherwise it'll melt your sugars. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. We're just going to stir this together. Next we're going to add a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. And we're just going to mix this together. Now we're going to add 2 lightly beaten eggs to our mixture and stir to combine. The next ingredient is 1 cup of pumpkin puree. We're going to add this to the bowl along with 2 tablespoons of sour cream and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. We're just going to mix this to combine. Alright, we're going to set this aside and we're going to whisk together our dry ingredients, which is 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour and a 3/4 cup of baking soda, a 3/4 I meant to say a 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder and a 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to whisk this together. Before we continue, make sure you get your oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to add our dry ingredients gradually to our wet ingredients and fold until combined. Make sure you don't overmix. Lightly grease an 8x8 pan and dust it with flour, and we're going to pour this into our pan. We're going to set this aside and make our crumb topping. So in a medium-sized mixing bowl, we're going to combine 1 cup of all-purpose flour with a 3/4 cup of packed light brown sugar and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I forgot that. We're going to just whisk this together. Next we're going to drizzle over 6 tablespoons of melted butter, and we're just going to mix together by clawing at it with a fork. this in our oven for about 30 minutes or until it turns a light golden brown and a toothpick insert in the middle comes out clean. I just took the pumpkin coffee cake out of the oven. We're going to let it cool to room temperature before applying the glaze. And if you don't want to do the glaze, you don't have to. Just leave it as is. It'll be perfectly fine. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to all our new subscribers out there. And we'll see you next time. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bacon Bananas, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cozy Hi everyone, and welcome back to Bacon Bananas, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a cozy pumpkin coffee cake. It's perfectly spiced and topped with a delicious crumb topping. Oh, that was close. Alright, we're going to set this aside, and we're going to whisk together our dry ingredients, which is 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose. Alright, we're going to set this aside, and we're going to whisk together our dry ingredients, which is 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and a 3/4 cup of baking soda, a 3/4 let me start. Alright, we're going to transfer our coffee cake batter into an 8x8 pan, and make sure you lightly grease it in powder flour. Alright. Sorry, you're just give me a second.